Good morning, students. How are you all? As we had completed chapter reading of chapter 3, My Brother, in our last class. And today we will complete question and answers exercises of this lesson and word meanings also. So let's move. Students, here I have ticked some word meanings which you have to write in your notebook and you all have to learn it also. So the first one is beater. People who beat drum to frighten wild animals. Next is blazed, shone brightly. Next is brave, not afraid, willing to do things which are dangerous or difficult. Next is glance. Glance, to look quickly at something or someone. Heralding, giving a sign that something is going to happen. Jostle, to push roughly against. You don't have to write heralding. Okay, you have to write glance, jostle. Now, rags, piece of old and torn out cloths. Scrambled, moved quickly but with difficulty and by using your hands. Shaggy, with long and untidy hair. Snorted, breath noisily with nose. Squeal, a high, long sound or cry. Wreckage, part of vehicle, buildings, etc. that remain after it has been damaged. Ring, ring, to twist and squeeze. So students, you all have to write these words and the meanings in your notebook, and you also have to make sentence by your own of these words. You all have to make sentence by your own. So here we are in the exercise. So first is the question answers. I've given you some question answers. First one was from the story Oral. So the first question was, read these words aloud. Resort, doomed, expedition, beaters, blaze. First question was, do you think Sher Singh should have gone to find his father and not taken his brother alone? I hope that you all have completed this question. Let me tell you the right answer also. No, not at all, because it would have wasted precious time. This is the right answer. So next is, from which book has this extract been taken? Who is the author of this book? So we all know that here the answer is written. The extract has been taken from the book My Brother, written by Nora Burke. Now let's move to the next question, multiple choice question. Here you all have to take the correct answer in each. How did Sher Singh take his brother to Kalaghat? Can you tell me the right answer? First one is, made him walk with him, carried him on his back. C, carried him in his lap. D, carried him on his shoulder. Which is the right answer? Yes, B is right answer, carried him on his back. Next, why did Sher Singh glance around uneasily on his way to the hospital? First, he saw tiger tracks, he saw bear tracks, he saw elephant tracks, he was lost. Which is the right answer? Yes. Right answer is B. He saw bear tracks. Next is, why did Sher Singh breathe a prayer of thanks? Why did Sher Singh breathe a prayer of thanks? Options are, first one is the bears had run away, the elephants had run away, the tiger had run away, they had reached the hospital. So the right answer is B. The elephant had ran away. Now let's move to the question and answers. Here we are. The first question is, how old was Sher Singh? And student, here is the answer. Sher Singh was 12 years old. I hope you written the answer. Sher Singh was 12 years old. Next question is, what was his brother suffering from? What did his mother suggest? And the answer is, his brother was suffering from a pain in his stomach. Full stop. His mother suggested that he must be carried to the hospital at Kalaghat. Full stop. Next question, question number 3 is, what did Sher Singh's father do for the expedition? And here is the answer. Sher Singh's father worked as the drum beater for the expedition. Next question is, what happened when Sher Singh saw the elephants? Describe the incident. Now in this question we have to describe the whole incident, that what happened that time. So here's the answer. You can see, Sher Singh saw the elephants below him on the riverbed. The great old tusker was playing his trunk to and fro to feel the breeze. The trunk came round towards the boys. Sher Singh chilled with fright. Suddenly the tusker hurried on angrily, but the riverbed and all the herd went with him. Now this is the right answer which you have to write in your notebook. Now next question is question number 5. Why was the second river flooded? And the answer is, the second river was flooded because a big head of snow must have melted. Full stop. Next question is, how did Sher Singh cross the second river? Here we have to tell in detail, we have to give the answer in detail, that how did Sher Singh cross the second river? So the answer is, Sher Singh gathered some grass and made a rope. He tied the rope round his brother and himself and entered the water just above the wreckage of the bridge. He kept the child's head above the water and inch by inch moved along and crossed the river. Full stop. Now, here question number 7. Complete the sequence below to find out how Sher Singh reached the hospital after crossing the second river. So first he crossed the river, then what happened? Yes, then he reached the road. Then after that he reached better road. After that he reached village. Then he met people. Then he got bullock cart. And then truck, and then hospital. Now next exercise is think and answer. First one is, which part of India is this story from? So let's move to the answer. And students, here is the answer. This story might be from the foothills of Himalayas. Next question is, do you think Sher Singh loved his little brother? And answer is yes. Sher Singh loved his little brother very much. Next is, why did Sher Singh tie the rope around his brother and himself? And the answer is, Sher Singh tied the rope around his brother and himself so that they could remain united in the flooded river. Full stop. Next question is, give 5 adjectives to describe Sher Singh. And answer is, here are the 5 adjectives: intelligent, brave, Sher Singh was loving, caring, and laborious. Now students, let's move to the reference to context. Read this sentence and answer the questions that follows. Sentence is, I will wring out rags in boiling water and lay them on his stomach. The first question is, who said these words and to whom? Answer is here. Sher Singh's mother said these words to him. And next question is, on whose stomach does I want to lay the rags? I want to lay the rags on the stomach of Sher Singh's little brother. Next question is, why does I want to lay the rags? So the answer is, I want to lay the rags because Sher Singh's little brother had a pain in his stomach that was getting worse. Now next question is, what happens next? And answer is, here you can see the answer. As the rags did not help to reduce the pain, Sher Singh's mother said that the little boy must be carried to the hospital at Kala Ghat. Full stop. Now let's move to the next exercise. The HOTS question. Do you think Sher Singh's name suited him? And here is the answer. Sher Singh's name suited him very much. Though a 12 years old boy, he was a brave as lion. He did not think about dangers of jungle and long journey, and carried his brother on his back and took him to the hospital. Full stop. Now students, let's move to the exercise. First of all, we will move to grammar. How? Question mark. Read this dialogue. How did everyone go after the party? Everyone went by bus after the party. The words in color are the main point of the question. By bus. This is the main point of the question. Here is the exercise given. Now ask questions to get these answers. Use the word how to begin your questions. Remember to focus on the main point given in bold of each answer. First, the passenger jumped out of the compartment hurriedly. Question, how? So, what will be the answer? Students, I will tell you answer of this. You just have to make question using how, because answer is given here, and the right answer, the main point of this answer question is hurriedly. The main point of this answer is hurriedly. So, how will you write the question? Right question. Correct question. How will you write the correct question? Let me tell you that. The question will be like, how did, don't forget to put did. After did, how did the passengers, jumped out? How did the passengers jumped out of the compartment? Question mark. This is your question. I hope you understood. You just have to write like this. Next is the girl sang sweetly and melodiously at the function. So, what will be the question? How did the girl sing at the function? How did the girl sing at the function? And question mark. Next is he rode into the battlefield on his horse. So, what will be the question? How did he ride? How did he ride into the battlefield? This is the question. Next is we went home by taxi after the function. So, what will be the question? How did you? In place of went, you have to write go. You go home after the function. You just have to write after the function, don't have to write the answer. What will be the question then? How did you go home after the function? Next, 5. I put the paper boat in the stream very gently. So, what will be the question? How did you put? How did you? In place of I, you have to write put. How did you put the paper boat in the stream? Don't forget to put question mark. You just have to complete this exercise like this, and you have to write this exercise in your notebook. Next is using suitable words. Fill in the blanks using the best options. Rahul is the most intelligent boy in the class. This book is worse than the one I read last week. Banu's room is clean. You must work hard next time. Match the word in the column A to those in column B. I hope you can do this exercise by yourself. It's your homework. Now, by taking help of that B exercise, match the words, you have to complete this exercise also. So, this one is also for your homework. Now, given below are words and their definitions. Match the words with their correct definitions. Here you have to match, but I will put number, and I think you all have to do so. You just write the correct number in front of the word. So, like this, let's number them: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is 9. So, the first question is like. So, answer of like is an affection or positive feeling. So, this is the first one. Next is going. Going, the act of leaving, getting further away is the second one. Third is start. So, the answer is the beginning point, the initial effort is the third. Fourth is run, fast, hurried step or activity. Fifth is write, the act of placing word or number in view to be read. 5. Number 6 is set. So, the answer of 6th is to place something in a particular place. Number 7th is move, the change from one point to another. Number 8th is include, to be a part of or gather into. Number 9th is allow, the last one, the permit to occur or admit into an action. It's number 9. So students, here is your assignment, today's assignment. First one is complete exercise of page number 40 and 41 by yourself. Second is write all the word meanings, question answers and exercises in your notebook. Third is write 2 pages of your cursive handwriting book. So students, that's all for today's class. We will meet in our next class. Till then, take care. Good day.